Hello, BCom students. A quick video, hopefully quick, on how to put together your presentation, or at least how to find information on your presentation. So remember, your presentation is important. It's 100 points. Does it have to be perfect? No. Do you have to do it? Yes. Do you have to have a video and audio and some kind of visual aid? Yes. Can you do this? I know you can. So don't freak out about this. You have to plan it. You have to download some software or do it yourself. But you need to be able to do this and post it. So here's how you're going to do it. You are going to go to modules. Nope, I gotta do this. There we go. Gotta go to modules. And then you're gonna go down to week 4, which is this week. Now, don't forget, we have a test. And you need to do these other chapters. And then here's your instructions. Now, I try to give you more information than you're ever going to need as far as videos. So here are links to videos. But if you will read the instructions, which you can download here, but also read here, it's straightforward. You're going to have to download Screencast-O-Matic. Here's a link. It's free. Screencast-O-Matic will let you do the same things, the same software that I use to do these presentations is Screencast-O-Matic. And it will do everything that I'm doing. You just have to mess around with it. You can't break it, but you'll have to spend time to figure it out. There are 3 different kinds of views in Screencast-O-Matic. The first view is like this, where you see me, and that's how I'd probably like you to start off your presentation, just introducing yourself. Then you go to a smaller version, and you can move this screen around by left-clicking on it, holding the mouse button down and dragging it around. One of the things that some students will do is they'll leave it down here or here, right in the middle of their slides. Best thing to do is move it over to the corner where it's out of the way, in the top right corner, where it's out of the way of all the text. That way I can still see you, but I can see your slides. And you can also click on the box and to the far right, and now my video should have disappeared, and all you're seeing is the information on the screen. But I want to bring back my video because it's so pretty. Okay, so there's Screencast-O-Matic. You can't break it, mess around with it, but you can save your video from Screencast-O-Matic on your PC or onto YouTube. Now, some people have a real problem with YouTube, blah, blah. I don't care. You need to save the video on YouTube or on your computer. If you save your video on your computer, it's going to take a long time for when you post your video, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. It's going to take a while for it to download onto your, for some reason, my Alexa's saying something. It's going to take a while for you to download it into Canvas. So don't think it's not working. Once you hit the button to send it, and I'll show you what I mean in a second, then just, you might have to walk away. It might take 4 or 5 minutes depending on your video. So, but if you download it to the video thing, what can't I think of it? The brain fire. YouTube, there I go. It's tough getting old, guys. Then it will do it in the background, and you can just walk away from it and let it save to YouTube. You'll have to have an account. You can't use a my.tcc.edu account because for some weird reason they won't let you do that. There's also the studio button on inside um, of the LMS inside of Canvas. The problem with the studio is I'm not sure that it'll let you record a picture of yourself while you do your presentation. And I want both. So Screencast-O-Matic works, it's free. So let's just use that. Now, going back to the instructions, you need to do an introduction. You need to make sure that you have proper lighting, as in this is actually okay, but what you really should have is lighting on both sides of you to make yourself prettier. All right. Uh, so all you need to do is have two lamps on either side, or the easy thing to do is face a window when you do your presentation, and the light from the window will make sure your face is lit up. Okay, so I don't have to have these on. All right. You need to have 3 questions, and those 3 questions are down here. I don't like this "what's your greatest weakness and why" question. So if you do that, I'm probably going to tell you never do that. I'm not going to probably. I'm going to say never do that. Even if I ask you what your greatest weakness is, I tell people to turn that around and say, well, instead of my greatest weakness, let me tell you about my biggest strength. I'm a natural leader, blah, 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 blah. Give an example. Okay, anyway, so there's that. Visual aids. I don't care if you use Prezi, I don't care if you use PowerPoints, I don't care if you use crayons and hold up a piece of paper while you're walking me through it, but you have to have a visual aid. Some people will put together a visual aid, make a video, but not use the visual aid in the video and just attach as a separate file the visual aid. That's not how it works. You're going to do a visual aid and use Screencast-O-Matic to show me the visual aid while you're walking me through it and talking to me. That's the key. Remember that there are five points to your closing, and those are in this list right here. Thank you. I will be an asset to you, Mr. Park, and I look forward to working for you and with you. I work well with others. You don't have to worry about me. I get along with everybody. I want to move forward in Parkco, and I look forward to that challenge. But above all, I really want this job. Can I have the job, Mr. Park? I'd love to start as soon as possible. You're done. Drop the mic. Good job. And your conclusion could be, I appreciate the opportunity, and I really do want to work here. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Whatever. But you can have a slide there that just says conclusion. You can wrap it up. All right. You need to record your own presentation. Blah blah blah. Name it so I can understand it. Let's see. I think that should be. I should answer with all the videos in here and everything else. This should answer all of your questions, but you're going to have to actually look at the video. All right. Let's see. Going back down to. I gotta go back to. I'll go back. Let's see if that does it. There we go. So look at all the examples here. Then here's the interview evaluation form. So this is the rules of the game. You don't know what the rules are unless you take a look at this and understand it and ask questions if you have them. And then finally, how to post your video. So right here it says, post your presentation video. I know, it's crazy. It's really hard to miss, right? All right, I give you more instructions. And then at the bottom, I did that wrong. You've got to go to I'll have to go look at the student views. Let me do that real quick. You're going to have to start the assignment and then upload your file, or you can give me the website URL, which would be, if you downloaded it to YouTube, you need to give me that URL. Now, you need to make sure that if you download it to YouTube, that you've made it public. You can't make it private because I won't be able to see it. And you know what? If somebody stumbles across your video and watches it, is it gonna kill you? It's never happened in the 15 years I've been doing this, but it might, I guess. And if it goes viral because you're so good, you might get a job out of it. If it goes viral because you're so bad, you still might get a job. Don't worry about it. Just make it public. No one's going to look at it. No one's going to care. There are a billion videos on YouTube. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, maybe that was a little over. But then just, you can put any comments. Oh, and by the way, some of you guys are putting you're putting all your information in the comments. That's not how to do it. The comments are just for me, and I can't grade those. You need to make sure that you put the information the way it's formatted, whether you upload a file or whatever else, and just put information in the comments to me like, you're a fantastic, you are great. Okay, don't brown nose me, but you know, the little stuff, you know, is okay. And then hit submit. You're done. So don't make this hard. It should take you an hour's worth of effort. If you can't give me an hour's worth of effort so I can help you with your presentation skills, something's wrong with you. You don't have to be super fancy on your PowerPoint slides. They can just have, you know, bullet points in a main heading. That's fine. If you want to make them super fancy, that's awesome. I love seeing super fancy slides. That's cool. You know, one that's animated and all the points jump in. That keeps me engaged, and that's one of the things I like. So knock yourself out. You might get some extra points if you do, all right? I can tell you that most people never make 100 on this because there's always something that I can point out to people, or you have just one or ah in there. So don't think, I didn't get 100 and I really tried really hard. Yeah, boo-hoo. But most people, they get an A. If they try and do everything that I ask them to do, you need to look at how I grade to understand what the points will cost you, and make sure that you do as I say, not as I do. I would never have an interview with all this crap behind me, okay? I'd put up a screen or something. Make sure that that I can see your face, and you've got plenty of light, and that there's not a bunch of crap behind you. Tell you stories that I've seen at people's rooms. I won't go into it. We're already too far over. But if you have any questions, call, text, email. I'm glad to help. Don't call me on Monday at 10 o'clock at night saying, oh, it doesn't work, I can't figure it out. You need to make sure that you download the software, Screencast-O-Matic, and that you play around with it before it's due. Okay, remember, I'm here to help. This is part of the learning process. Learning should make you a little bit uncomfortable, okay? If it doesn't, then you already know it, is the way I look at it. So it's okay for you to be uncomfortable. I'm here to make sure that if it's so uncomfortable, you need to contact me. I'll walk you through it. Also, again, most people do great on this presentation, but they just got to do it. So even if you think you're going to get a C, okay, I'd much rather have a C than get 70 points than a 0. All right, this is way too long. Remember, and it's too late now, but if you hit the sprocket, you can speed me up and do this in half the time. Okay, bye.